Slayer.
Come on then.
Pigeon-dropping that you resemble, to disturb the peace in my temple.
Once I figure out how to switch to human form at will, I will rule the valley. Until that time, my armor lies safe at least. No one would suspect my password is Lovis.
Don't utter that name. How dare you speak of that fool in here? You defy me? The nerve you show, louse. Now, die and rot, insolent one.
Until that time, my arm.
Use a potion right about now. Right about now.
The second part of the Orbis Arcesso, in which you hope to find a way to strip Amdusias from his dragon form. You quickly browse to the part that describes the spell you need. As it was with Amdusias, you'll need some of his blood and dragon scales for the incantation to prove useful. Amdusias is about to be unpleasantly surprised.
This cannot be. What have you done, accursed devil?
When I find a way to break the curse, I will find Maxus and rip off his head.
Curse that name, and curse you! I'll reduce you to a footless, handless, blind lump for me to mock and torture.
Use a potion right about now. Not yet.
The book. This is it. Read it, memorize it.
This is the diary of Benedict, a fierce supporter of Amdusius' rise to power. He goes on and on about how Maxos is he despises a certain
So that is how Maxus did it. A real dragon told him where to find the Hall of Echoes, and gave him a sigil that may open it. In Alaroth lies a shield, and in the battle tower a spell. Both of which we will need. That is how we must proceed then, to the battle tower, where also lies the dragon stone that will grant you the dragon's shape.
Shiny.
This is Amdusius' chest. What is the password? Be welcome, Amdusius.
Another one to add to the collection.
An unexpected twist of events, but I couldn't be happier with the outcome. Ah, my kind bibliography. My soul stone, to behold it after many a century. My salvation is finally at hand. Give me the stone, friend. You have done me an unrepayable service, champion, and I thank you. Find my armor chest unlocked. May its contents bring despair to your foes. Now farewell, and good luck.
Shiny. Superb! Go get him, boy!
Did you know, hatchling, that as a ruler, it is much better to be feared than to be loved? Problem is, it has turned out you are quite fearless. However, there is a very fine line between heroism and stupidity, and in deciding to oppose me, you have most certainly shown the latter. Egerna is not yours to quest for. No! The journey ends here! Now!
It's way too heavy.
Congratulations, Initiate. You have passed the trials. Enter the battle tower freely, and seek me out in the throne room.
Be welcome, Dragon Knight, to Sentinel Island, the home of dragons of old, now a harbor of horror and insanity. You wish to know my thoughts? Your mind would melt were I to show you all. But I'll bestow you with a fraction, because your betterment suits my purposes. I am beyond sanity or madness. My consciousness is of other proportions. That consciousness now rejoices as it sees the prophecy nearing completion. You shall be the new inhabitant of the battle tower, and I, the island, have brought you your servants. I am Sentinel Island, yes. And I lived in perfect symbiosis with Maxus's magic until he left me, and Lycan took his place. Indeed, the tower was designed to meet the Dragon Knight's needs. You shall be provided with an alchemist, a necromancer, a trainer, and an enchanter. 8 are on my surface, 4 shan't see another day. You decide who serves and who dies. 4 totems make for 4 choices, but talk to the candidates first. They know you are here. They are representatives. Hidden now, but ordered to appear when they sense your presence. Talk to them when you have made up your mind. You'll soon see. They shall then do the hard work for you. But judge you must, or I will randomly do so. 4 shall live, 4 shall die, whether you decide for them or not. I do not know. It seems I have always been, since the earliest days of Rivellon. Soon the dragons flocked to my shores, drawn by the magic within and around me. Oh, I don't have a real name. It's just what the rare visitors started calling me after Maxus built his tower. He was the only human who could ever fathom at least part of the power that I am. But one day he was gone, and not even I know where he went or why. It is the raw power of creation that can bring beings to a state of transcendence and grant them untold powers. The race of dragons is the only one that could eventually master it. So now my magic has become synonymous with them. Good luck, Dragon Knight. Choose well.
But moments. Yet our meeting has been strange. Such is the nature of this place. But we cannot waver now. The Dragonstone must be ours, so the power of the dragon may be yours.
Shiny.
What? How did you? Back off now! I'm warning you, I know magic. De gustibus et coloribus. What? No fireball? Wait, a nice storm. What? Sic transit gloria mundi! Oh, no, that one doesn't work either. Alia jacta est! Oh. Fluctuat net mergitur! Oh. Cogito ergo sum! I think I'd better run now.
Shiny. Another one. to add to the collection.
No! Stand back, Drakeling! Apparentrari nantes in gut!
Beneath the doggy with the arrow by the sea. He ate it, silly doggy.
A trick, I say! You'll steal my eardrums as I sleep! Ha! Yes, the dragon yields before my power! I am invincible! I am the walrus! Although the last, not least. No, no, no. But I want my soup. Wyvern, yeah? Delicious wyvern soup. But I want the ultimate. Bring me a wyvern mother egg, lizard king, and I'll give you Mr. Shiny. Yes, yes! Up the big spire you go! He's a smart one, he is. Click and chest is open. Click and chest is closed. Made him with me own teeth. They were shiny. Now, all old and yellow. The wyvern pin. What of you? But fire rains down. Do you have a water umbrella? The slave of the master? The master of the mouse? He's up in his tower all day, but left without poor me. The other threw me out, though I bit at his ankles. Maxos, the Great One, a long, long life he gave me. Most certainly, if you pay with spoons.
This is the diary of Fendrel, a priest who was obviously displeased with the disloyalty around him. It would appear he discovered the formula Amdusius used to take the dragon form. He needed access to the Orbis Arcesso Part 1, his own blood and some dragon scales from the blood altar. Fendrel searched Amdusius' small room for evidence, but found none. This is the diary of Francis, which can mainly be read as a biography of Amdusius, whom he greatly admired. Amdusius was an initiate, destined to become a dragon knight, but Lovis turned out to be the better of the two and was chosen over him. He has hated his rival Lovis ever since, but not as much as Maxos, whom he has sworn to topple.
mock me again, like an old corpse idolater. I wonder what it is Lycan dropped when he last came here. That Vaca fellow took it to his cave. Probably lies there by his books. Oh, forgive me, stranger. I have seen none other than him for as long as it takes the wind to carve new designs in these rocks. A long time ago, my crew and I were attacked by Mocha Dick, the biggest, most vicious whale ever to have terrorized the waves. He sunk our ship and ate us all like we were mackerel. But my spirit made it back to shore, and I have been sitting here fishing for him ever since. Lycan sometimes comes to ridicule me, but I care not. I shall not rest until I have caught my whale. He's more demon than whale, and probably lives as long as those abominations. He'll bite someday. He must, stranger. He simply must. When my ghost escaped from the stomach of the whale, I wandered the ocean for a long time. I saw vast wastes and mountain ranges, cities long lost, and civilizations gone. One day, I ventured upon an enormous mountain that arose from the bottom of the ocean. I climbed and climbed until I reached the end of endless waters. Here I was on Sentinel Island, source of dragon magic, playground of a psychotic necromancer. I have seen her, but she does not visit me. I am dead, after all, and none of her concern. He took something I lost. No, I don't like to talk about it. I'm sorry. But I must have it back. I'll have it back. And good luck to you, friend, whatever your quest may be.
Bring it on. Not yet. No more magic for me, I'm afraid. Arise, my pet. I don't feel too good. Not yet.
Do not attack me, human. I wish you no harm, unlike the rest of my kin. It's been a long time since that crazy hermit went wyvern shooting. I guess his bow is still in his chest with the secret compartment. What a waste. Ah yes, I do apologize. It's my wyvern salve you smell. I apply the salve before every egg hunt. I very much enjoy a wyvern omelette in the morning. I'll gladly give you a modicum if you do me a small favor. I reside in a small cave here, but for one reason or the other, some ghosts have begun to haunt it. I'll admit they frighten me. Please destroy them and the balm is yours. We are known as the Dragon Elves, an artificially engineered race created by the dragons themselves. They wanted their island to be protected by beings that were to be strong and fearsome like themselves, but not as intelligent. The race of elves at that time, still newfangled, was deemed suitable, and soon the crossbreed was established. It was not always so. Lycan's cruel reign defiled their very being, but I saw what was happening and withdrew to my cave, where I found solitude and knowledge in books. So let me assure you again, I pose no danger. I'm not like the other dragon elves. They moved in after our dragon lords had left. Very territorial. That's one of their trademarks. They'll attack anyone who approaches their nests. That's why I have the salve, of course. They also tend to collect anything they can find, especially things that glitter in the sun. I bet they've amassed a whole treasure trove of items by now. Riches for the taking, if you could reach them. Goodbye, human. Your return. The ghosts are gone? From the closet from okay.
Shiny. Another one to add to the collection. Another one to add to the collection. Another one to add to the collection. Arise, my pet.
You return. The ghosts are gone? From the closet from under my bed? Well done. Finally, I'll be able to get some rest. Here's the Wyvern salve as promised. Good luck.
Not yet. Lost! I'm out of spells! Doesn't do a thing. Arise, my pet.
A moment of your time, please, stranger. Might you be the Dragon Knight we were told about? I hope my shop is all right. My armors are of unrivaled quality, and thieves must have noticed our absence.
Oh, please, have mercy on us, knight. Wesson is a great enchanter. Pick him, please.
All right, Ginny, all right. I'm sure this knight will give my candidacy the proper consideration. Let me assure you, my wife is quite right. I am an enchanter of no small renown, with a shop in Alaroth that is popular even among champions.
Oh, yes, ever so popular. General Augustus is a client of ours, and Deodatus himself walked in once. My husband's the best, kind master. The very best.
An enchanter uses crystals, ores, and written enchantments to augment the strength, the abilities of weapons, armors, jewelry, and so on. Needless to say, the right type of enchantment can aid adventurers tremendously in combat, especially if they are adapted to have specific uses in specific circumstances. Some creatures have a natural weakness for certain types of poison, for instance, which makes a poison enchantment all the more powerful. That means it's a good idea to have a varied arsenal of weapons and armor on you, but you can also disenchant a favorite piece of equipment and add a new quality to it. It started with my fascination for precious gems. Soon, I learned about their magical potential. That's when I started to spend time experimenting in my uncle's smithy.
And soon he became the greatest enchanter in Rivellon. A king among men.
Ginny, please. General Augustus is the most senior champion there is. He's not a young man anymore, but he's so highly respected, he's almost idolized.
That's because he fought in the Great War against Damien and his demon army. Diodatus is the chief healer of the town, a very famous man in Elleroth and its surroundings.
Not to mention a known eccentric, but I must admit, his healing skills are legendary. Yes, we do. He and his daughter live in Alleroth.
Odious man. Once, when Wessant wasn't looking, he grabbed my... Well, I won't tell you what, but it was very inappropriate. Good or bad is entirely up to you, merciful knight. Go get him, boy. Go get him, boy. Not yet. Use a potion right about now. I don't feel too good. I can't. I can't.
The Dragon Knight approaches, and even the Black Ring's necromancers must serve. My experiments are nearly finished. Soon my creatures will no longer be harmed by blade or axe. The necromancer serves life after death. The recreation of the forbidden, the uniting of that which is unnatural. Their greatest art is the creature. Dead pieces become one, hideous life. Harvest them, pluck their limbs, and I shall make them animate again, more powerful than they were before. Yes, Damien is loyal. I slay those who oppose us, so I can turn them into undead warriors who will slay more. Bloodshed! Flow, flow, flow. But it seems you must form an exception. To die, to sleep, perchance to wake. I'll be undead, yes. To die, to kill. Either way is good. But you'll choose me, for I am the master, and Igor but a thrall. I shall have to live a little longer. The flying fortress of our demon master Baal, ruler of the night. His onslaught shall soon see mankind gone. He will conquer for the Black Ring. You killed Damien? You desire pain? Death? Because I can give you both, here and now. No need for the damned one. Yes, yes, delicious carnage!
Igor is ready to die, Dragon Knight. Die and be turned undead so Master Jonalath may serve. Master Jonalath always talks of weapon resistance, but what of magical resistance? It will be my speciality. The necromancer serves life as their greatest art is... It was my calling to serve the Black Ring and the necromantic arts. A life in the service of death and mutilation. You must have a necromancer, no? I see. I serve well, a true servant, but he's the master. He won't serve well. No, to have him serve you would make me a bad servant. Yes, I see that now. But I'm a good servant, yeah. I'll serve him poison, yes. And once served, I'll be the one to serve you. You, my master. Yes, master, very good. Your humble servant awaits. It is my favorite modus operandi. Quick, painless, slow, writhing in agony. There is so much variety in the dance of poison. I practiced on the people of the village I grew up in. It is a lonely place now. He is our Messiah, master. But I am only a servant, and shall not stand in the way when greater forces decide this world's fate. Goodbye, master.
Go get him, boy.
You have yet to meet your alchemy platform candidates, Dragon Knight. I shall await